Howdy, Blink News adventurers. Ever dreamed of venturing to the last frontier, the land of rugged mountains, breathtaking glaciers, and epic wildlife encounters? Alaska. Sure, it's a place of stunning natural beauty, but there's more to this state than meets the eye. Tonight, we're peeling back the layers and revealing 10 unknown, terrifying realities about Alaska. Don't worry, we're not talking about replacing your camping trip with bubble wrap and a bunker. But Alaska does have its wild side, and we'd be remiss not to explore it. From spine-tingling encounters with Denali's unpredictable weather to the unnerving reality of endless summer nights, or endless winter darkness, depending on the season, Alaska throws some unexpected curveballs. We'll also delve into the state's unusual natural phenomena and the occasional unwelcome wildlife visitor. So, buckle up, grab a virtual parka, because we know you're curious, and get ready to explore the untamed mysteries of 10 unknown terrifying realities about Alaska. Just remember, terrifying doesn't always mean bad. Sometimes it just means unforgettable. Let's go. 1. The Whispering Tides of Sitka. The wind whispers secrets along the Alaskan coast, especially near the crumbling walls of the old Russian fort. Locals have sworn for generations that they can hear faint voices carried on the ocean breeze. These mournful murmurs are said to be the echoes of a bygone battle, a clash that stained the land with blood and sorrow. The Battle of Sitka, a fierce fight for control of the Alaskan fur trade, raged here centuries ago. The air, thick with the scent of salt and gunpowder, once echoed with the roar of cannons and the screams of warriors. Now, only the whispering tides remain, a haunting reminder of the lives lost and the stories untold. Some nights, when the fog rolls in and the waves crash against the rocks, the whispers seem to grow louder. Do they speak of bravery and sacrifice, or do they tell tales of regret and despair? The answer remains a mystery, carried on the wind, a whisper from the past. 2. The Faceless Figures of Denali. A bone-chilling wind whips across the unforgiving slopes of Denali, North America's highest peak. Here, amidst the breathtaking panorama of glaciers and snowfields, climbers push their bodies and minds to the limit. But along with the physical challenges, some have reported encountering something far more unsettling, fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures flitting at the edge of their vision. These sightings have become whispered legends among those who dare to climb Denali. Some dismiss them as mere hallucinations, a trick of the mind playing games in the thin, oxygen-deprived air. After all, the climb is a grueling test of endurance, and hallucinations are a known side effect of altitude sickness. But for others, the encounters spark a chilling fear. The figures, they say, are too distinct, too real to be dismissed as mere tricks of the light. They describe dark, wispy shapes, almost humanoid, yet lacking any features. Faceless phantoms against the stark white landscape. Are these sightings simply a product of a harsh environment and the human tendency to find patterns in randomness? Or is there something more lurking in the desolate reaches of Denali, a truth as cold and unforgiving as the mountain itself? The answer, like the peak itself, remains shrouded in mystery. 3. The Unseen Presence of Baranof Island. A strange chill crawls down your spine, even under the warm Alaskan sun. You glance around, heart hammering in your chest, but see nothing out of the ordinary. The wind whispers through the towering Sitka spruce trees of Baranof Island, the only sound besides your own ragged breaths. Yet, an undeniable feeling of unease lingers, a prickling sensation that you're being watched by unseen eyes. This unsettling feeling isn't uncommon for visitors to certain parts of Baranof. Locals speak of an oppressive presence, a heavy cloak of disquiet that settles over some areas. Whispers tell tales of the Tlingit people, the island's original inhabitants, who vanished centuries ago. Did their spirits remain, forever tied to the land they cherished? Or is something else at play, a more malevolent force that haunts the ancient forests? the mystery deepens with each unanswered question. Could it be the wind playing tricks on the mind, rustling leaves sounding like footsteps? Or perhaps remnants of the Tlingit's vibrant culture still echo in the air, a feeling of their watchful presence? Maybe it's simply the vastness of the Alaskan wilderness, a primal fear triggered by the island's untamed beauty. Whatever the cause, the unseen presence of Baranof Island remains an intriguing puzzle. It adds a layer of mystery to this already captivating land, a reminder of the island's rich history and the power of the unknown. So, the next time you find yourself on Baranof, don't be surprised if a shiver runs down your spine. It might just be the island whispering its secrets. 4. The cannibalistic killer Belugas. Beluga whales, with their ghostly white bodies and friendly smiles, are often seen as gentle giants of the Arctic seas. But beneath the surface, a darker secret lurks. Believe it or not, there have been documented cases of these seemingly peaceful creatures turning into terrifying hunters. Imagine this. You're diving beneath the icy waters of the Arctic, surrounded by belugas with their expressive faces. Suddenly, one lunges towards another, a flash of violence erupting in the crystal-clear water. While uncommon, these attacks and even instances of belugas consuming other whales have been recorded. It's a chilling discovery that throws a whole new light on these creatures, adding a layer of unsettling mystery to their world. 5. The abandoned Canary's whispers. The wind howls a lonely tune as it whips through the broken windows of the abandoned Canary. Rusted machines stand silent, their once gleaming surfaces dull and forgotten. A thick layer of dust coats everything, a shroud over a bygone era. But beneath the surface of decay, whispers stir. Unisa settles on your shoulders, a prickling sensation that has nothing to do with the chill of the Alaskan air. Stories cling to these weathered walls like barnacles on a shipwreck. Tales of long days on the Canary line, of men wrestling with slippery fish, and the ever-present threat of injury. Some whispers speak of darker things, of accidents that claimed lives and left restless spirits echoing in the emptiness. As you explore the cavernous halls, a disembodied voice seems to brush past your ear. It's just the wind, you tell yourself. But the sound lingers, a ghostly echo that sends shivers down your spine. Is it just your imagination playing tricks? Or is there something more to the unsettling atmosphere of this abandoned place? The Canary may be silent, but its whispers linger, a haunting reminder of the lives that once filled it with purpose and the mysteries that may forever reside within its crumbling walls. 6. The Lights of ATU Island. Out in the vast Pacific Ocean, where the wind whispers secrets and waves crash against a lonely chain of islands, lies ATU Island. The westernmost tip of the Aleutians, ATU is a remote and rugged place, shrouded in mist much of the year. But for some folks, the real mystery isn't the fog, it's the lights. Strange lights, dancing on the horizon like fireflies in a giant's hand. They bob and weave, sometimes appearing as single flickering points, other times stretching out in an eerie line. The locals have seen them for years, these unexplained illuminations, and stories have begun to sprout like wild mushrooms after a summer rain. Some folks whisper of spaceships, alien visitors drawn to this desolate outpost. Others point fingers at the military, stationed nearby, suspecting secret exercises or hidden technology. The truth, like the lights themselves, remains elusive. Tourists flock to ATU Island, hoping for a glimpse of the phenomenon, their cameras poised to capture proof of the extraordinary. But the lights seem to have a mind of their own, appearing and disappearing as they please. So, what are these mysterious illuminations? Are they visitors from another world, drawn to the island's isolation? Or is there a more earthly explanation, a secret yet to be unraveled by prying eyes? The answer, for now, dances on the horizon, a flickering enigma in the heart of the Aleutian chain. 7. The Cursed Cabin of Circle. Deep in the Alaskan wilderness, where snow-capped peaks pierce the sky and silence reigns supreme, stands a solitary cabin. Shrouded in shadows and whispers, it's known as the Cursed Cabin of Circle. Abandoned and decaying, it beckons the curious and chills the souls of even the bravest locals. Legends claim the cabin is a gateway, a portal to another realm, a place where the veil between realities is thin. For years, stories of those who dared to enter the cabin have swirled around campfires and echoed in hushed tones. They speak of unsettling experiences, a coldness that seeps into your bones even on the warmest day, and a suffocating sense of dread that lingers long after escape. Shadows seem to dance with unseen figures, and whispers brush past your ears in a language no human tongue understands. Is the Cursed Cabin of Circle truly a portal to another dimension? Or perhaps just a lonely outpost playing tricks on the minds of weary travelers? One thing's for certain. The cabin holds a dark secret, a mystery that continues to lure the adventurous and terrify the faint of heart. 8. The Phantom Train of Skagway. The wind whispers tales of the past through the rugged Alaskan mountains, and along the historic White Pass and Yukon Route Railway, a legend chills travelers to the bone. It's the story of the Phantom Train, a spectral locomotive that echoes through the night with a mournful whistle and a faint rumble. Some say it's a ghostly reminder of a long-forgotten crash, a chilling echo of a tragedy lost to time. Others believe it's a symbolic spirit, a phantom echo of the gold rush era that once roared through these very mountains, forever tied to the dreams and despair of those who chased fortune on the rails. Is it a real train, a figment of imagination, or something more? The answer blows on the wind, a mystery as vast and wild as the Alaskan landscape itself. But one thing is certain: the legend of the Phantom Train adds a layer of haunting beauty to the journey along the historic railway. As you travel through the mountain passes, listen closely. Perhaps you'll catch the mournful whistle yourself, a spectral reminder of the wild past that still clings to these tracks. 9. The Unexplained Shadow People of Wrangell. The Alaskan town of Wrangell whispers of a curious mystery. Shadows, not quite natural, flit through the streets and alleys, especially at night. These aren't ordinary shadows cast by lamplight, but dark, insubstantial figures with hollow eyes that seem to pierce the darkness. Locals have their own theories. Some believe these shadowy figures are the restless spirits of Tlingit ancestors, the indigenous people who have called this land home for millennia. Perhaps they linger, unable to find peace, or maybe they watch over their descendants. Others have a more unsettling explanation. They fear these shadowy beings are something more malevolent, drawn to Wrangell for reasons unknown. Are they mischievous tricksters or something altogether more wicked? The answer remains a chilling mystery, adding an eerie layer to Wrangell's rich history. 10. The Call of the Sirens. Stellar sea lion attacks. The stellar sea lion. Imagine a massive, playful furball lounging on the docks, barking at the seagulls. These enormous animals are usually quite the attraction, entertaining tourists with their clumsy antics. But beneath the surface, there lurks a surprising truth. Stellar sea lions, for all their charm, can sometimes be dangerous. It's not that they're vicious hunters. Unlike sharks or bears, stellar sea lions don't actively stalk prey. But these are powerful creatures, and their playful swipes or curious nips can pack a serious wallop. There have been documented cases where their interactions with humans have taken a turn for the worse, leaving people injured and bewildered.